Well, American Sniper focuses on the life and legacy of the most successful sniper in American military history, Chris Kyle. You see him there. Now, the widow Taya is writing the final chapter of their story, revealing the love and pain of her marriage and a side to Chris that we've never seen before. Joining us now, the author of the new book, American Wife, a Memoir of Love, War, Faith, and Renewal, Taya Kyle. Thank you for being here with us today. What an intimate book this is.
Yeah.
I mean, you read the words, and we're right there with you during some great times, but during some of the most tough times. Why did you want to write this after the film?
You know, I feel like when we would go on book signings, and certainly after the film, there are so many people that I feel are healing through just getting the raw account, because I think we all go through all parts of that book, you know, our own battles with love, faith, renewal, war, you know, even if it's not on the battlefield, we have our struggles.
You include a lot. You leave out very little.
Right.
You know, including letters that Chris wrote to you and expressed how thankful he was, how appreciative it was. One part says, in one letter, "You are an extremely strong woman. I don't know anyone else who could put up with all that you do and still hang in there."
You know, he's incredible, and I hope that people see that as, that's not about me, it's about him, because we all have that desire for our spouse to communicate those things to us, and he was the type of person who did.
What was not communicated in the film that really drove you to write this and share with people, and what's something that everyone should know about him?
Well, you know, I think that the film did such a good job of showing what happened in those moments, but it's like everybody else has so much of life that you can't compress it into 2 hours. And so I think this just shows the other side to him, just like all warriors have this other side to them too. They do it because they have a big heart, and this is the other side of having that heart.
You write about the day that you found out that he was shot
Right.
and killed. You write about the day that you moved your ring from your left hand to your right hand. Tell us about that day.
You know, it's something I've really struggled with, and it's so interesting to me because it's symbolic, and I know it doesn't have anything to do with what you feel internally, but you know, it's back on my left. I go back and forth. I think sometimes when you're married to somebody and you love them so much, you'll always feel married to them. You know, it just doesn't, I can't get over that feeling.
What would Chris think about your book?
You know, I think that he would like it, honestly, and everything that I did, he supported. And I don't mean that he always thought I was right, but he was just that type of person. You know, he wanted to let me be me, and I feel like that's, I feel like it's something he would be good with. I hope so.
I think so.
Yeah.
When when I'm going through the book and I read part of a letter that he wrote expressing appreciation, were you nervous to include? Because you do include his letters here. Did you go back and forth on that, whether to put them in and share those with really millions of people?
I did. And you know, I think that part of it is our story is really so many people's story. And I feel like there's this component that is private, but at the same time, it's part of what made him such an amazing, one-of-a-kind person, is the things that he communicated. And honestly, I couldn't read through them all without sobbing. And so I took a stack and sent it to Jim DeFelice, who wrote American Sniper with us, and just asked him to pick and choose which ones to put in, because I couldn't do it. It's painful in a beautiful way.
Will the kids read it one day?
One day. I hope they wait a while. Oh, they have to wait a while. I won't. If it's in my power to stop it, right? If it's in my home or anywhere around me, I'd like them to wait.
You know, a lot of people stop and ask you how they can help, what they can do for you. And you have Chris's Foundation, which is exceptional. And I'd like, if you can, read your response to when people ask you how to help. I've highlighted
Okay.
it
Okay.
in your own words.
Okay. I said, pray that I will always hear Chris's voice. Pray that I will always understand his spirit and be able to share it with the world. Pray that I will continue crawling forward on my belly if I have to, until the day that God anoints me with those he has saved. And I hope too that, you know, to add to that people can just pay that spirit forward, you know, and do good in their own lives for the people around them, the first responders, the veterans, or just friends in trouble and need, to pay that spirit of protection and giving forward.
Yeah, just like he did.
Just like he did.
He sure did. We thank him for his service. We thank you and your family for yours, and for sharing, I mean, one of the most intimate looks into your life.
Well, thank you. I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate you having me.
Taya Kyle, everybody, please get this book. It's called American Wife, Love, War, Faith, and Renewal. Thank you.
Thank you.